Why don't American companies allow sitting at the register? In Europe, you sit down at registers, and in America I see all of these older people running registers and never being allowed to sit. So not only do we have crap policies where 70-plus-year-olds are struggling to eat, but they also can't sit. I'm an orthopedic PA and I try to word patients' work notes so they can still work if the employer can accommodate them with appropriate restrictions for their injury. Also, it puts the onus on the employer and not me to take them out of work. Can't tell you how many times I've written work notes for cashiers that say, seated work only for X weeks, and then they come back for a follow-up and tell me, yeah, they wouldn't give me a chair. So I've just been out for a couple weeks. Just let them sit. Who cares? Most jobs you could be super busy and then it'll get real slow. Instead of just chilling during that downtime, most bosses will make you find something to do, even if it's something stupid like sweep or clean the walls or something. It's madness. You are expected to work non-stop from the moment you clock in till the moment you leave. Because they're morons who think sitting looks unprofessional, then want to complain when workers are out for back and knee surgery every year. I saw a post about Aldi that said something like, proving that we don't give a f at K if the cashier is sitting, because honestly I don't. I asked a woman at Walmart to appear to be over 70 years old if she was allowed to sit. She said that they didn't let people sit, and that she had a doctor's note, but that Walmart denied it. American management. Power, control, shame, etc. As someone who has spent 95% of my working life on my feet, my knees are screwed and I'm only 52. I don't think I'll be standing for 8 hours or more when I'm in my 70s. I once worked graveyard shift at a hotel. At first I would stand up whenever a customer walked in. Later I was told that I needed to be standing all night. I wasn't allowed to sit behind the desk. I would do homework at night as I was working graveyard and going to school in the morning. They told me I could sit on the couches or chairs out in the lobby, but not at the computer, which seems much more unprofessional to me. The day they said they would be watching the cameras to make sure I didn't sit was the day I left the desk, so the owner had to stay up all night and stand behind the counter at a hotel with 5 guests to maintain dominance over the worker and make them as uncomfortable as possible. Yup. I worked for AutoZone in California. No chairs anywhere. There was one chair in the break room in the back of the warehouse, used for lunch breaks only. If you had time to sit, you had time to work. The cruelty is the point. To the owner class, we need to be worn down to keep us placid and seeking bread and circuses. They don't want to pay for chairs. They want slaves, not humans. Because the sale of labor power is the sale of the right to command. Basically slavery by the minute. The flip side of this coin is if you work an office job and are doing anything other than sitting at your desk non-stop for 8 straight hours, destroying your body through being sedentary, you must be slacking off. Literally, you cannot win. Because the cruelty is the point. Aldi has chairs at the registers. At least my Aldi does. Because they think because they are paying you by the hour, they own every minute of your time, so instead of sitting down doing nothing, they rather make you do other things to keep yourself busy, so that every minute and second of those 8 hours is worth the $10 an hour they pay you. Treating wage slaves with dignity encourages wrong think. Proles need to know their place to keep the money machine running for the owner class. The pores don't fight back as much if they are worn out.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.